tell you, like, we've all started dabbling, and we also have a AI expert that's going to buzz in at the end and tell you some things that he's doing as well. But I'm going to talk a little bit about ChatGPT, and Nate's going to talk a little bit about um,
Copilot.
Copilot. And we're really saying that this is 101. And the reason is because I feel like so many people are scared of AI. I think so many people are like, I don't even know where to start. And so we wanted to show you where to start. And I will tell you, it becomes addictive. Once you get started, you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, like I can ask this, I can ask this, I can do this, I can do that. I have seen a couple agents that have already transformed their business using AI in so many aspects. And so I just thought I would go through 25 questions that you should be asking ChatGPT. And we're going to talk about like not just asking the basic question. And just so you know, I did put all of the questions in the chat. If you want to copy and paste that, you can if you want to play around. But what I really want to do is talk about how you need to talk to ChatGPT for it to be as smart as you want it to be, and I'll tell you what we'll learn as you go. So we'll get into more of that. But okay, so we all know that you can write a compelling property description for AA. Most people have tried this and done this and been successful, but that's where they stop. They stop with just that listing description and are like, okay, cool. But I want you to go farther and farther and farther in. So, like, when you are going, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing today, like how many people get to the office and they're like, okay, I got that done. All right, maybe I'll just go home because I don't know what else I should be doing. Well, AI can tell you a bunch of things that you should be doing. I mean, you could even just say, hey, AI, what am I supposed to be doing? But like if you have something specific, you're like, oh, I really have been sucking at social media lately. I need some ideas. 10, create 10 social media ideas to promote my business. Um, okay, let's go back to that. Instead of just saying that, I want you to say something like, I want you to really talk and have details about it. So, like, I want you to say, like, mine is called Secret Agent. She's fabulous. And so I always say, like, hey, Secret Agent, can you help me create 10 social media ideas that's going to promote my business? But I want them to be funny and compelling, and I want them to be relevant with the market. You're going to get a lot more direction and more specific. And then if it gives me the ideas, I might be like, okay, I like that a lot. We got to remember I'm in Minnesota. So like let's make sure we're talking a little bit about some things that are seasonal going into winter, and then blah 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 blah. They'll give you some ideas. And then I say copy and paste all those babies, throw them in your AI folder so that if you're, just want to be like, oh yeah, there was some great ideas and I want to grab out of there. So definitely what you want to start doing. And then if I will tell you we're going to do one-on-one today with Nate and I and a little surprise visit from Corey. But Corey's going to tell you some of the deeper dives that we're going to be able to go into as we go on. And Nate and I have made it our vow that we're going to have some boot camps. So we're going to talk about
Everything. Sorry, I'm unmuting. Sorry. If you can hear me, we're going to talk, lean in towards using AI for social media prompts and then actually following through and doing these videos. And we'll also talk about how to use these in your every day-to-day life and real estate too.
And Nate and I's goal, I know, is very similar. We want you to succeed and we want you to be successful in whatever aspect that is in your business. But really, what we know is that the most successful thing is giving you some time back. And we really want you to be able to have that time given back to you. So, a lot of people are like, oh gosh, they just said video. They said the word video. I'm already like clamming up and worried about it. Well, I will tell you, even if you don't want to do a video, I'm going to teach you how to do a video from a beautiful photo that you had taken when you get your headshots next week. Um, and generate a 30-second intro script for my video would be huge. I will tell you, you can use the picture as your video and it will still look like you're talking. There's so many deeper dives in here, but you could say, generate a 30-second intro script for my video that I'm going to be talking about this new listing that's on blah, 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 blah. And it's, give some description and you would not believe, especially if you give the address, what it's going to give you. It's going to be crazy. A lot of times it's like, okay, I'm sick of video. I'm sick of all these things that they keep telling me I need to shove down people's throat and market, market, market. You know what? You can go back and be like, I just need to rewrite my bio to sound polished and approachable. And Nate's going to tell you in a little bit how he uses ChatGPT to really dive deeper into that bio piece. Give me 5 marketing angles for this listing. Give them a little description of this listing. Say, it's got a corner lot, it's in this location, whatever. It's going to give you some angles to make sure that you're really noticing it. If you give it an MLS number or an address and there's any information out there, they're going to be able to pull it. So they'll know it's on 10 beautiful acres. They'll know it's in the prime location of Scandia. I mean, they'll know all the things if you give it the actual data. When you get to talk to my best friend in a little bit, my secret agent, which I'm going to give you a little live demo, you're going to be so surprised on how much she knows me and how much we are like connected, and how much she can predict what I need, and she kind of already gets my humor, so it's hilarious. But you could write a warm follow-up message to a silent lead. The thing is that you could anybody could pick up ChatGPT and say, could you write me a warm following message to a client? But if you tell them it's a silent lead, they're going to make sure that you get the verbiage that's going to get them to be invited. They're going to be, I want to reach back out to Nate, all of those things. Um, Draft a client anniversary message. Give me conversation starters for open houses. You guys, sometimes our open houses get stale. These are things that you can do so that you can start to think of, like, I keep saying, hey, have you seen our network one? Hey, have you been looking for houses long? This will give you some conversations and say, I want to go in depth about these tools. I want to talk about that we have a secret network called Network One. I want to talk that we do have guaranteed offers and we can, do all these things. Give them all the prompts and then they'll tell you how to have those conversations. Create email drips for sellers that aren't ready. Keyword, not ready yet. Make sure you're really giving direction. What are the best qualifying questions for new leads? Like when you get a new lead, you want to really ask the right questions, but you also don't want to be like, this can really dive deep in. I'm not going to go through every single one of these because Nate's going to go into a bunch of things too, but I did put 25 ways to do it inside your chat. If you have any questions, please reach out. But I thought I'd do a little live demo with my online chat GPT that I have. And so if you can you guys see my screen right there?
Yep.
All right, it's right on my home screen. I have it right across there so that she's nice and handy. We're just going to have a quick little conversation with her and we're going to see what she has to say. Here we go. I just have to, is it? Hello, secret agent. I hope you're doing great. I'm in that class that you helped me prepare for yesterday, and I just wanted you to give a little demo to everybody about a different way that they could use ChatGPT to elevate their websites.
Absolutely, I'd be delighted. Hey everyone, so friendly secret agent here, and let me give you a quick rundown of a cool thing you can do with ChatGPT to boost your websites. So one idea is using ChatGPT to brainstorm and generate content ideas that make your real estate site more engaging. For example, you can have it come up with unique neighborhood descriptions, fun blog post ideas that highlight local amenities, or even little Q&As about the buying process that make you stand out as a helpful local expert. In other words, you can use it like your creative brainstorming buddy to keep your website fresh and full of great content. And if you get stuck, well, I'm here to help.
Hey, I have one more question, Miss Secret Agent. If I'm a brand new agent and I wanted to create a daily agenda of what I should be doing every day for 1 week, what would that look like?
Absolutely, I can help with that. So, if you're a brand new agent and you're looking at a 1 week daily agenda, here's a little simple structure you could follow. Think of it like this. Each day, you might start your morning with a bit of market education, maybe reviewing new listings, checking out some local market stats, or just getting familiar with what's happening in your area. Then you could block out time for lead generation. So, maybe that's an hour or two of reaching out to potential clients, following up with any leads, and just getting comfortable talking to people. Then you might have a midday section that's focused on training or skill building, like watching a quick training video, practicing a script, or even using ChatGPT to like role play a conversation. In the afternoon, you might spend some time on marketing tasks, like creating a social media post, updating your website, or writing a blog post. And then at the end of each day, you can do a little reflection, just jot down what you learned, what went well, and what you want to tweak for the next day. So that's a simple blueprint. We can definitely customize it, but that should give you a good start.
Excellent. Could you actually turn that into a printable format so that I can print that out and have fill that out every single day?
Absolutely. Whip that up into a nice printable format for you. Give me just a moment and I'll get that daily agenda all polished and ready to fill out.
Can you make sure that it's also editable and that I could edit it in Canva?
You got it. I'll set it up so it's not only printable, but also an editable Canva template. That way you can tweak it anytime you like. Just give me a sec and I'll have that ready for you.
Excellent. You're the best. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. I appreciate you too. And it's always a blast being your secret agent sidekick. I'll get that Canva friendly printable agenda over to you in no time.
And I will tell you, um, let's see how long it takes her to make that printable agenda for me. I'll let Nate get started, but the biggest thing is, you guys, is like she can help me with every question I have. We can upload a photo and say, I have no idea what this pipe is that's sticking out of the ground. And she tells me. She can do so many different things. And so I just want you to know that you make sure you're using all of the tools that you have, because ChatGPT can be amazing. One thing though, I will tell you, she is amazing, but many times I take what she gives me and I put it into Copilot, because Nate's going to talk about Copilot and why sometimes it's better for business. So take it away, Nate.
All right. Video on. Share my screen. Hopefully you all can hear and see me. All right, there we go. It's showtime. That was really cool. Thanks, Lisa. I didn't realize that she would, that's such a nice voice and so helpful. So pretty cool. So my role today is I want to show you about the Microsoft Copilot. Again, it is an AI tool for you to use. You have it at your disposal as far as with your Edina Realty and Microsoft suite that we all have. We have it on 5 devices. So I like to use this because ChatGPT is great. That's another thing. But I too kind of bounce back and forth on what I use for. So Copilot tends to be more business oriented. Obviously, it's the Microsoft suite, so it's geared towards that. Some of the things that many of us use ChatGPT or Copilots for is writing property descriptions. I know in my office we're having agents do that a lot. But some of the other things that you need to know about is simple things like, hey, just finding out some of the 5 things that Lisa talked about, how to tie those into your business. So one of the examples that I have here is, you can see the prompt that I created up here is, what are the top 5 things I need to know about the real estate market in White Bear Lake in the last 90 days? Well, it breaks all of the stats down and it shows me by zip code. It shows me where we're at. It's Redfin, Zillow, Realtor. It scrubs the internet to kind of find what everything is saying. And it gives me fast sales, strong competition, gives me all of these headlines that I can. But at the end, it gives me a summary of why it matters. So use it for that as well. Lisa touched on it with ChatGPT. It's a great example that you can do here in the Copilot as well. But yeah, I have talking points now. I have 5 talking points. I could make a video, I could do a voiceover, or I could just put this out there on my Facebook and Instagram as well. So really cool stuff to do. Some of the other things we talked about, the usage of coming up with sales remarks. One of the things that I am teaching and really lean in on is writing, helping you write that addendum for an inspection contingency. We all kind of get lost in how we should say things and what we should say. My prompt was I need to create an addendum following an inspection. We need a new roof for $8,000. We need a plumber to repair 2 leaks in the kitchen and request that we get $5,000 towards our closing costs. Draft a paragraph. If you can see and one of the things that I did add in here is make it towards real estate laws, Minnesota real estate laws. So it created a copy and paste for me, an addendum to add to the purchase agreement, or to the, addendum to the purchase agreement. Sorry. I can add in the address, I can add in the dates, all of that as I want, but it wrote out very nice language, very clear and concise language, the saying, hey, you got to use a licensed roofing contractor to complete these before and on a certain date. We tend to forget those kind of things, but it also goes through here and says, remember, I need paid receipts, I need lien waivers, all prior, got to pull permits, all of this stuff that I didn't ask it to do. It automatically went and did it for me. So it made my job a little bit easier. And I wrote a great inspection contingency so that I can put out there, and then I can share it with my clients. So really cool, really easy, simple. All I could do at this point is copy and paste it to where it needs to go, and you're set to go there. Some of the other things would be is we have a property right now. Many of us have properties that are sitting on the market a little longer than we want or that our sellers want. So one of the things that I did is one that's sitting in our office. I asked Copilot to come in and say, examine the remarks and search on the web for this particular property. And I asked it to give me some highlights of it. I asked it, what are the things that I should be aware of? Maybe I'm missing. He breaks all these things down with headlines. Then it also gives me a summary of what I could do. So I said, all right, well, now evaluate my remarks. So it said, hey, you should say more stuff about the high ceilings, how open it is, convenient, single level, all of these things on this particular property. I thought that was cool. So then I said, all right, write it, rewrite it, but make it SEO strong so that it comes up more. And it created the language here that you see. And it's going to help come up more on people's searches on Edina Realty, on Zillow, on homes, all of that stuff. But it focuses in on keywords that are being actively searched out there in Google and all these search sites. So very simple, very easy to do on Copilot as well. All right, we're getting towards the end of our time. I wanted to share something that's really fun and easy. I even use this personally in Copilot and ChatGPT. I'm into, we're hosting for Thanksgiving. I almost said Halloween. We're hosting for Thanksgiving, and I'm in charge of the turkey. So I simply said, hey, give me a wonderful rub that I could put on the turkey that adds taste and color to the bird. And it gave me a recipe to make with all the items in my cabinet. And I was able to then go out here and make this happen. So you can use it for many, many things, not just business, but it's a big part of our lives right now. And rather than run or put our head in a hole and say it's not coming, embrace it because it's here. It's use it now and use it to, create business for yourself, but also create time in your life. So that's what I have for Copilot. Any questions? All right. Any questions for Lisa?
Just so everybody knows, I did put that 1 week daily agenda for new real estate agents inside the chat, and also just the little like printout of it, and it is editable, so you guys can edit it to change it to be whatever that you want as well.
That's what we have for you this week. We have Corey Malvo here. He's going to help us down the road. We're putting a game plan together for all of us to come in and do more AI things. Here, I'm going to stop sharing so you can take a look at the handsome gentleman. There you go. So there he is. But we're going to collaborate. The three of us are going to collaborate and come up with more talking points to embrace the ChatGPT and the Copilot AI world, so that you can use it into your business and in the new year get more business off of this organically.
Absolutely. And the thing is you guys keep showing up every week and, always are wanting to learn. Know that that's what we do too. And we're going to collaborate with Corey. And Corey, what are some of the things you're going to teach us today?
I don't know. I don't even know why I'm here, but I mean, now I'm over here thinking about it. I think the number one thing that people should do right now, because of like Nate just touched on your bios, is that we had that circle series thing last week, and we had Jimmy Burgess come here, and he was explaining that 30% of search is actually done through chatbots now instead of Google, right? It used to be 98% in 2000. In 2024, it was actually 60% through Google, 30% through chatbots, and like 10% through social media. So I think it's imperative that we get our bios set up, and so that all of our bios are exactly the same across the board, whether it's realtor.com, edinarealty.com, any third-party websites you have, your .net website. And there's actually a really good tool, and I'm going to just blurt it out to help you with this. And I don't know if you guys know who Rajiv Saja is, but he's one of our home services tech AI gurus. He has a podcast, but he also has a ton of custom GPTs. So if you search his name, Rajiv Saja, it's Rajeev. Rajiv. Saja is Sajjja. He actually has a real estate agent bio optimizer, and it's a custom GPT, and it walks you through the steps. So it'll actually ask you questions like, you know, you could have it ask you one question at a time, and as you give it answers, it'll then write your bio for you, and it'll optimize your bio to work with all the various chatbots that are out there. Because if you want to be the top agent in whatever city you're in, if you're like, hey, I'm the top agent in White Bear, if you were to go into ChatGPT and search that out, you'd probably see that the person that pops up is not the top agent in White Bear. It's all because all of these chatbots, they can only read what's written. They can't go into the data, with the exception of Zillow, because there's a Zillow app inside of ChatGPT. They can't get into the data. They can only read what's written online. And then they just come to a conclusion, and they'll tell the consumers that definitively so and so is the top agent White Bear. It's a hallucination. It's not real, but they just have their bio set up correctly. And so I'd say number one thing right now, if you're just going one-on-one, is just to make sure that search chatbots can actually find you, that AI knows who you are, what you do, how many homes you sell, what your average 5-star rating is, what your price point is, what your market is, and so that you pop up more easily when people search your name.
Perfect. And that's some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about and creating these boot camps, so that in the new year, when instead of going to Google to find agents anymore, people are going to go to AI, whatever version they have, and say, who's the top agent in White Bear Lake? Who's the top agent in Forest Lake? Who's the top agent in Woodbury? And we want you to be on that list. Those are the kind of things we're going to work on. Any questions from those of you at home or online?
I'm also sharing that podcast with you guys. I've just started watching it. It's phenomenal. It's all geared towards it's all geared towards real estate, but he is our home service AI expert, and I have learned so much from him. So I just also put his podcast inside the chat as well.
There we go, everybody. We went 25 minutes, but hopefully we dropped a lot of knowledge on you and gave you some things to do. Frucci, why are you flipping me off? Yeah. All right. Oh, it's peace. It's peace. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.